everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for coming to my channel. I am Teresa. This is my channel, Just Teresa. And some of you already know I've been reviewing this show that I found on Amazon Prime called The Wilds. I love it, love it, love this show. So far, it's only been one season, so that's what I've been reviewing. If you haven't seen the ones that I've already done, I have reviewed season one, episode one, two, and three. Today is going to be episode 4 and 5 because it's just a little few things to hit on, nothing real big and explosive. So I decided to put them together. So if you're not following me, I would love for you to go ahead and hit subscribe on the button below. Please hit a thumbs up on this video, and I would love for you to turn on the bell so you can be a part of the family. All my information is in the description box, and you can also head on over to Instagram and follow me there as well. But yes, so the Wilds, I don't know if there is spoiler alerts in my reviews. That's why I always say in the beginning, if it's a show you haven't seen or you think you're going to watch it, then please go ahead and watch. It's on Amazon Prime. Go ahead and watch it. Then come back, watch the review I did on episode 1, 2, and 3. And then today is going to be 4 and 5. If you don't have Amazon Prime or you just know you're not going to watch it, please have a seat. And I hope you enjoy the review. It's going to be really quick. Just a little recap on what's been going on the Wilds thus far up to season 4. Episode 4, I'm sorry. So far, the girls it started with the girls being on an airplane going to some kind of resort for girls who get into trouble in their real life. Now, this series does flash to the future. It flashes to it flashes to their current life on the island. It flashes to their prior life. And sometimes, it just flip-flops a little bit. But I kind of like that because it's giving you the backstory on each girl. Because all we know is they was on a plane, and the plane went down in the middle of the island, much like Lost, like I said in episode 1. And that's what attracted me to the show. So the girls' plane crashed on an island. There was 9 girls to start with. This is just a recap. There was 9 girls to start with. Now there is 8, and you will see what I'm talking about in episode 1. So instantly there was a tragedy in the beginning. Then I was talking about how the girls were trying to survive, and I gave a little bit on each girl so far. And at one point I was saying that one of the girls had passed away, and another one of the girls heard a phone in the middle of the night. She went and tried to call her boyfriend, who didn't want her anymore. And when you're on an island, you have one bar left. Calling your boyfriend might not be the best thing. So all the girls were upset when they found out about it. They were mad. They almost got into physical altercations. And this is what's been going on so far. The girls also jumped into the ocean to try to find the plane that went down. They found an orange box, and in there they heard the tapes of their plane crash. So they all got to hear themselves screaming and stuff like that. That's what was going on in another one of the episodes out of the 1 to 3. And then I was talking about a girl named Leah who was taking care of her father who was really sick from cancer. She does everything for him, but she's also a girl that gets into trouble because she sells drugs at school. She has a lot going on as well. But her dad finally ended up telling her in episode 3, that's the one I just did last week, in episode 3, that he didn't want to live like that anymore. He didn't want her to have to clean him up and give him baths and help him to the bathroom and wipe his booty and all of that. He just didn't want to live there like that anymore. So he told her to go ahead and give him a shot that's going to put him to sleep permanently. That was in episode 3. So that was where we left off. And I ended up telling you guys that she cried and begged him to not want her to do that. He kept saying, no, I need you to do that. And she did. So she ended up giving him the injection, and he went on and passed on to heaven. He's in peace now. And that's kind of where we left off. I just skipped around a little bit on episodes 1 to 3. So I hope you guys, if you haven't seen my reviews on that, please go ahead and watch the whole 1, 2, and 3. That would be great. Now we're flashing into current episode 4. So let me get my little notes. Okay, so it's showing now. Sometimes it talks about the girls on the island. Sometimes it talks about them in real time at headquarters talking to investigators. So now we're talking to a girl named Tony, which this is Tony right here, right there. That's Tony, okay, you guys? All right. So they're talking to Tony in real time. The investigators are asking her about the orange box that they found at the bottom of the ocean. And she was just telling them a little bit about how it was them, their reactions to going down on the airplane. And then then they flash back to the island. The girls they found one bag of Takis. You know those hot chips, they sell them now. Takis, Takis, the hot chips, it was one bag. So Leah made a competition if everybody wanted the one bag. So she said, whoever can build the best tent to keep us from the ailments of the weather will get the bag of Takis. So now we're flashed back to the island. We're not at headquarters talking to Tony anymore. You know, so they're all scrambling around. They're trying to build the best thing because, of course, you want the Takis when you're on an island with hardly any food. So then it goes to the preppy girl and Leah getting into a fight because the preppy girl, which is what is her name? The preppy girl is Shelby, which is her, right? The blonde headed one, right there, right there. That's Shelby. Shelby got into it with Leah because she was mad that Leah told her she seen her boyfriend back in real time. She seen her boyfriend cheating on her with another girl. She didn't want to believe that. Shelby is very insecure and she wanted to just believe that she had this perfect life with her boyfriend back before the plane went down. But remember, I was telling you, Leah was the one from episode 3 that took care of her dad, but also was selling drugs in school. So she would sell to Shelby's boyfriend, and she seen him in a truck with another woman. So she told her the truth. They got into a whole physical fight. Um, Shelby was so pissed off. Her hands got blood on it from the fight. She walks up to Leah and takes the blood off from her hands and rubs it on her face from a cut that she got during the fight or something. She was just way over the top, basically. Then it flashes to headquarters, where the lady I told y'all in episode 1, 2, and 3, I mentioned her name. Her name is Gretchen. There is actually somebody watching these girls on this island. And that's the thing that's crazy about it. They don't know about that. They literally thought the plane went down, they almost died, and they have to survive. But there is actually somebody monitoring this island. So at in some level, this whole thing was planned out, which is bizarre in its own, but it makes for a really good show. You know what I mean? So it flashes to headquarters with Gretchen, the lady who was running it and watching all the monitors. So one of the parents happened to call because so far we hadn't heard from the parents because the parents are thinking their kids are off getting help on a beautiful, well paid for resort. Because some of them kids' parents are rich, like Fatine right here. Her parents are filthy rich. This one. So they're thinking that she's off on a beautiful resort, you know. So when they call, Gretchen answers the phone. Gretchen is telling them that the girls are doing wonderful. She's lying to them. She didn't say that they went in a plane crash and it went down and actually one of the girls died already. They have no idea. Just like the girls don't know that there's somebody running this whole thing, which is crazy, you know. But she's telling them a lie. Basically, she's telling them a lie. And then it goes to and then it starts talking about then in the real time, you know, it starts speaking to Fatine, her. It starts it's like headquarters. The investigators are now talking to her because it jumps to different girls. So they're talking to Faden, trying to find out about her life. So Faden is telling her life before she got on the airplane and the plane went down. Faden is 17 years old and she's trying to get into Juilliard. So she plays the I think it's the cello. She plays the cello, but she wants to be a world renowned cello player. That's what her parents want. Um, they put her in the best schools. She plays until her fingers curl like this because her parents are so over the top they won't let her stop. So basically, it seems to me like it's a parent's dream, you know. And she's a little preppy. She wears all designer clothes. Even on the island, her luggage was the only one that floated up to the island. It's full of Gucci, $50,000 watches. That's what she's used to. You know what I mean? And she also was talking about her real life when she was telling the stories to the investigator. She was telling them that she was very promiscuous. That was a part of her life that I don't even know if her parents really knew. But Faden is saying that she's addicted to sex. Promiscuous means you're addicted to sex. So she was letting them know, that the investigators, about her real life, that she would sleep with anybody. She was sleeping with all the guys. She just wanted to have sex. You know what I mean? And then that's what crazy. And that she ran away from her family a couple of times with different boys. You know what I mean? So I just thought that that was crazy. So they were just doing a little backstory on Faden. Then it flashed back to the island where, remember, the dead body's there, but they buried the dead body. The girl from episode 1, they had buried her in headquarters, because there is somebody in headquarters that's running this thing. Headquarters sends somebody down there to sneak, go take the body out while the girls are in another part of the island. So they have a guy come down there to the island. He takes the body out, so that by the time the girls come back and check on the body or whatever, it's gone. So they're thinking it got washed up into the ocean or whatever. One of the girls had got really, really high off of pills, so she was walking around in the woods, and she seen him, and she was telling them, "I seen a guy in the woods. I seen a guy in the woods." They were like, "Girl, you took too many pills. Go sit down. You didn't see nobody in the woods." Truthfully, she did. She seen one of the people from headquarters that Gretchen sent down there to get the body. So technically, he got busted trying to get this body out of there, but she was so high that nobody believed her. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. So, I just thought that that's insane. So here she is telling them, I seen somebody, and nobody believes her. I just thought that was crazy. So they bought it. They didn't buy it. They said, go sit down, go to sleep, get some rest. She woke up thinking that she was dreaming. So the whole thing just kind of went away. But headquarters ended up getting the body. It was a close call, but they ended up being able to take the body off the island. Everybody thinks that the body got washed up. Nobody believes that anybody's seen it. So that's how episode 5 ended. So that's what I was saying. It's not too much, not too long. I think of about 15 minutes. That's just a little follow up, episode 4 and 5. Next, I will be doing 6 and 7. There's only 10 episodes, so we're almost done. But I just wanted to come on here and go ahead and continue letting y'all know what was going on. Craziness, craziness, craziness. I hope you're enjoying this review. Please decide to go ahead and stay with my family. I would love that. And I will talk to you guys later. Oh, yes, please leave me some comments in the comment section of this video, and I will be putting the episodes that I already did, 1, 2, and 3, right after this. So you don't even have to go search for it. All you got to do is click on the picture at the end of this video, watch episode 1, 2, and 3. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.